So Bradley Martyn, we all know he's got that whole thing about him being 260. Well, here he is wrestling with a 160-pound man, and let's see how this goes for him. So the guy's challenging him and saying he'll pay him if he can get him down. And I will say, look at this. This is a bit of a cheap shot here. It's not fair. You're already bigger. You know. Now, Bradley Martyn. Obviously, I've heard that he has like wrestling experience, but if you do look at this, he's not. If anyone who's trained any wrestling, you would know you don't grab that. You don't grab the body like that because he's going in there to lift. What he should have done here is he should have sprawled out more. Now he's not. That's not like a proper sprawl. You got to flatten him out. You flatten him out, and then you cut the corners with your knees to like try and position behind him and get his back, and then lift him up. That's what Bradley Martyn should have done in this situation. I feel like I'm maybe explaining it not the best here. But like he should have, right here, should have sprawled out, and then you'll see, his legs right there. You cut the corner with your knee there. Fuck man, I haven't wrestled for so long. I'm trying to explain this. Like, I feel like if I could give a demonstration, it'd be a lot better than me just trying to explain this out. But he flattens him out, and as he's flattening him out, you go the opposite knee to then quickly cut the corner. Then you get positioned behind his back, and then you can just slam him. Although you probably shouldn't suplex him on that looks to be like concrete or something like that. You probably shouldn't, that looks like a very solid surface, so probably don't do that anyway. But I just mean in like, he could have lifted him up, done like a bit of a suplex, but like, kicked his leg out as he lifts him up. I'm sorry, I'm trying to explain this the best I can. Obviously, I'm more of a visual teacher. I'm not like I can't really explain things too fluidly with technical, but I hope you guys get what I mean with this. I did wrestle as a kid, and obviously the Australian wrestling scene is a lot different to American wrestling scene, but one of my coach was a British national champion, so I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of the wrestling. But anyway, let's continue this. So as you see, Bradley Martyn fails to flatten him out. He's trying to brute his way here. This is all brute strength he's trying to do, and he's still getting taken down. I like how the guy who's wrestling him, he's moving him around very smartly. You know, now I feel like there was more to this clip, but he doesn't really show any more of to this, which is a bit odd to me. So maybe I've seen like more to this, I swear, but it still doesn't look good for Bradley Martyn here, especially if, because he's 260, he reckons he'll beat all these fighters. Like, this is a 160-pound wrestler. This isn't like an MMA fighter, a guy who's throwing strikes you at the same time. Like, I don't know, I've heard that Bradley Martyn's wrestled, but he didn't really show anything here that would have me believe that he's got like a wrestling background or anything like that. He just sort of tried to brute strength his way here. Maybe he just like forgot about technique. Like, he pretty much cheap shotted this guy for a takedown as well. Like, just tries to throw him around, brute him around. But I do like that. I like that the guy here, he gets straight to the leg. That's what you got to do in this situation, especially with a bigger man. As you see, falls down there. Boom. He's very lucky he didn't hit that equipment there. He could have hit his head on something. I don't know. Out of all the places you're going to wrestle, why would you not wrestle in like a a proper wrestling room? Why are you wrestling in a fucking gym? That's just so odd to me. But I do like that he goes for the single leg, especially when you're going against like a big guy. You're not going to really be able to double leg him, I don't think. It's going to be a lot harder if you can focus on one leg, use all your strength on one leg. It's going to be harder for him, especially him being so big. If he falls down, it's going to be really hard for the guy to get up. Obviously, he lands in a pretty good position. If he had like a wrestling background or some technique, he could have sprawled out and tried to flatten the guy out. And like I say, cut the corner, potentially got a hold of his back. But yeah, obviously, he gets taken down there. We don't really see more of it though. I swear there was more to this footage, but I couldn't properly find it. Also, nice crack, by the way. I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, there you see, he goes for a bit of a double leg there after already out, putting Bradley Martyn off balance with that single leg attempt before. Like that is what you do when you're versing like a bigger guy. Like, obviously we all know Bradley Martyn's all talk when it comes to all this. I'm 260 and all this stuff. Like, we all know Bradley Martyn's not like the greatest fighter in the world or anything. He's just a 260-pound guy. He's a very big guy. He's athletic, but at the end of the day, that doesn't get you it doesn't win you fights. You know, there's more to fighting than just being big. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I've got to say on this. If there's more footage, I'd love to break it down, but this is all I could find on the footage. I just found this very interesting. Uh, but yeah, is what it is, man. Just shows that being big isn't always like a massive advantage. But I still want to see Bradley Martyn wrestle with Demetrius Johnson because he's been talking about that for ages. So let's get that. Let's get that going. Let's get Demetrius Johnson versus Bradley Martyn. Like, come on, why are we not seeing that? But shout out to this guy. What is his name? It's like George something. George Palawis. Pulalis. It sounds like a Greek sort of last name, but anyway, shout out to him. You know, I doubt it humbled Bradley Martyn. He's still going to believe he can beat MMA fighters. But anyway, that's all I've got to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.